Right, this one should be simple. I think it's an A6, pretty much. So we go here. Still preparing the other functions, so it says ready to copy. So it takes a while. This is a low end photocopier from Konica Minolta. So you got to expect things to not be quite as good as the bigger or the machines with a higher volume or duty cycle. The amount of copies that can be done a month is basically the duty cycle, but they also call it segment. But the segment system is just too complicated because there's so many different machines, different speeds of these machines measured in copies per minute. So I just haven't got the memory to remember all the different duty cycles. It used to just be called, it was really simple in the old days. In the 90s it was like, or the 80s, high volume, mid volume and low volume. They were generally what machines were basically rated at. But now they've got, well, a few years ago I read about the segments, and there's just so many number of fuck you, Konica Minolta. I mean, this is annoying the way Konica Minolta has done this. I much prefer the old tabs like on my old C353, not this fucking scrolly shit. Fuck me dead. It's all about money, it's all about greed, it's trying to impress the customers. This was on the old machines like the old BizHub C754. This is much the same. It's still different, but it's similar. It's a similar feel. It's really annoying. And there we go again. We just misfingered it. It's so dumb. I like the tabs because the tabs are more tidy, and you don't get this annoying scrolly motion. You have to fucking. If I was in an office, I'd be stressed out of my fucking brains. I can't work in an office because I've had brain damage at birth, and it killed off my hippocampus and my short-term memory, or most of it. And the funny thing is the hippocampus is responsible for converting short-term memory into long-term memory, and both these important parts of the brain for learning have been damaged. And I don't have very good eye-hand coordination because I believe I've got strabismus in my eyes. It's like walleyes. And also amblyopia, which is a lazy eye. When I'm concentrating like I'm doing now, I typically close my right eye and let my left eye do all the work when I'm concentrating. And having strabismus or having a lazy eye or an amblyopia is no good when you're in an office, because you often find that you can't find the mouse on the computer screen. Your eyes don't work together, so you basically, it's useless. You make many visual mistakes, but basically, even a normal person working in an office who doesn't have these disabilities with learning and stuff like that, and I can't type either. I haven't got the coordination to learn how to type. Fuck, I tried typing in the early 90s. I did a bit of typing in 1992 with TAFE, and I really hated it, and I just couldn't do it. It's so fucking boring. I mean, seriously, who'd want to do a job like that? But hey, but we don't have many choices these days. It's better than nothing these days. Now I've got to find what am I fucking doing with this fart ass? I'm looking for this. Yes, I've done that. So I've finished with that. Let's just get this show on the road. Right, what are we going to use for this demo? This is old. Prepaid mobile broadband. Prepaid SIM starter pack. I think this was circa 2008. This was a long time ago. Before I was game enough to get a phone on a contract like the old Galaxy S8. Not S8. This is the Galaxy S8 Plus that's videoing now. But I have a Galaxy Nexus. The Galaxy Nexus was my first smartphone and my first phone to have, ordinary phone bills and data bills or whatever. Phone bills? I wasn't game enough, but I needed to get my YouTube campaign and shit happening. I had to go to a smartphone, and for a long time when I was homeless back in 2012, I ran my YouTube page almost entirely from that phone. It was a workhorse, and I'd only just dump videos onto my desktop that was at my mum's house, but I had problems with that. But anyway, I'm no longer homeless. That was a long time ago, but that looks really good.